Hi, I'm Cobbie. Welcome to my first ever cooking video. Today we're making Chinese tomato egg stir fry. So we're going to need some key ingredients, tomato and egg being the main, with some leftover rice, some shallots, some corn flour and some MSG or salt. Then we're going to start easy with just cutting the shallots up nice and chunky. I like to cut the tomatoes into these triangular shapes. You don't have to, it's not really for any specific reason. I just think it goes well when stir frying. As long as they're all about the same size, that's the main thing. Then we want to add some salt or MSG to the tomatoes. I'm using MSG this time. And then you want to crack your eggs together. This time I think I used 3 eggs to 5 tomatoes. You can kind of use as many as you want. Maybe use a little bit bigger bowl than I did. And yeah, just use a fork or chopsticks to whisk them together. Now we want to make a cornflour slurry. I think the actual amount is supposed to be like a tablespoon. I just estimated and mix it up with some water. Again, it doesn't have to be super accurate, you just want a small amount to thicken up the egg stir fry and give it a kind of nice glaze in the pan. Oh, hello Chibi Moon. It's always interested in what I'm cooking. What a cutie. Now we can turn the wok on and start stir frying. Oh, what have we got here? Another one. Hello, Miss Josie. You're gonna need to get out from under there. I think it's a bit dangerous. Now we're just gonna put some olive oil in the pan to season it and get ready to stir fry the egg. You want to wait till the pan's quite hot. You can usually tell it's ready when it starts smoking a little bit. I get a bit cautious with this, but you can see here it's finally started smoking. Alright, in with the eggs. Now this is very quick, it happens very quickly. You just want to use a rubber spatula to kind of push the egg into itself around a couple of times. I did it very messy here. Under pressure of the camera, but I think it's probably only about a minute in total that it remains in the pan. You can flip it into itself. You kind of want it to remain not 100% cooked because it is going to continue cooking in the tomatoes a bit later. So just making it like a loose omelette or an omurice style egg is the best you can do. Once you've separated the egg, you want to start with the tomatoes in the pan. I did this in a bit of a whack order. Probably should have fried the shallots in some oil to give it a bit of flavour, but I chucked them in at the last minute with the tomatoes. I've just realised I didn't heat up my rice, which I need to do, so let's quickly run this in. And Cobb can microwave it. Thank you. Back to the tomatoes. You ideally want to get them to the point that they're a little bit soggy and amalgamated, so it's good to add some water in at this point. I do it ahead of the corn slurry, just as a bit of an extra step. I like mine quite soupy, but if you don't like it soupy, you don't have to add the extra water. And it'll probably be a couple of minutes to simmer in that water and just absorb the heat. Maybe turn the heat down a little bit and you'll see the cores of the tomatoes start loosening up. This is what they look like when I think they're ready to add the egg in, nice and cooked through. You can grab the egg and just plonk it on in there and just start stirring it through. I don't think I filmed it, but I added the cornstarch slurry just after this as well. To be honest, I actually think it looks a lot nicer and a lot more appetizing without the cornstarch slurry. I think I added a little bit too much this time, but you don't always need it either. Like this probably would have been fine without it. Yeah, as you can see, it's looking a bit more white and gelatinous now, but that's okay. It's my first cooking video. Forgive me. It's still gonna taste delicious. I'll add some shallots to the top and some sesame seeds and get ready to serve it on top of the leftover rice. Pretty straightforward from here. You just want to get a spoon and start scooping it out onto your rice, however much your desired amount is. I like more tomato than egg, but Cobb likes more egg than tomato. So scoop it out however you like. Not sure why I decided to shoot the final shot on my iPhone. It turned out horribly, but here we go. This is it. Time to eat.
Thank you, baby.
And we always need some YouTube or anime to watch while eating our dinner. So cheers to a incredibly blurry shot of some delicious stir-fried tomato egg rice. Thanks so much for watching today. See you next week for another cooking video. Bye!